powerful. This,
as promised, I promised I'll come back with a video talking about setting goals and helping helping you get to your goal. It's 2018 is past. We've crossed over to 2019, and lots of resolutions and lots of goals are being set. Lots of desires are being expressed. I'm sure you've made a few. You know people who have made them, but you know, setting them and or thinking about what you want to do and actually accomplishing them and getting to the end is very different from just saying you want to. In other words, you have to put action to your words. And I'm hoping that the next few minutes of things that I'll share with you is you can put them into practice to ensure that any ideas that you have, any dreams that you have, that you will actually get them through to the end and you'll see the fruits of your labor. So stay tuned, hang on in there. The first step in ensuring that you make a success of your goals and your dreams is that you have to be intentional about it. And intentional is a very good word. You have to be prepared to take action, act on your words, and push your dream through. And the first thing you need to do is definitely you have to be specific about what you're going to do. Saying you want to lose weight or you want to travel or you want to buy a house or go back to school, those are all beautiful things to do. But if you don't know how much weight you want to lose, by when, or when you want to travel, or where you want to go and when you want to do it, or when you want to go back to school, what type of degree you want, it could be a GED, could be finish your bachelor's degree, like I had to do many years ago. You have to be specific about what you want to do and then where you, by when you want to accomplish it. But those give you measurements where you can, as the time go on, as the year go on, you'll know where you are. You know exactly where you are. You know if you're behind and if you know you're ahead. So the first thing is that you have to be specific. And as the Habakkuk 3 tells us that we must write the vision and make it plain, that he who runs can read it. So in other words, you're going to be on the move whilst you're reading your plan, but as you make it plain, not a whole lot of words, not a whole lot of different bunch of steps to do, but it's plain enough and it's specific enough that you can understand where you're going and where you're at any time. So the first thing is to write it down, make it specific, and make it plain. Now you've written down your goal, you know exactly what you want to do, you know by when you want to do it, you want to get there. The next thing now is to plan to do it. And planning to do it means that you are now going to establish different steps that you're going to take to get you to where you want to go. Let's take, for instance, you want to lose weight or you want to get healthier. Say you have to go maybe get a gym membership. You need to research according to your budget what you can afford, or maybe the type of foods you're going to eat. Maybe change one thing in your diet. Trying to overload at the beginning can sometimes overwhelm you. So maybe you will then decide, well, okay, I'm going to cut out bread, which will be a tough thing for me, but oh, God help me. But whatever it is that you need to do, you'll write them down. Say going to the gym 3 times a week, maybe go visit with the gym, talk to a trainer, what they suggest that you do. So it'll give you a plan. Now, all these things are set up and you have a date assigned to those steps. And as you accomplish them, you're checking them off. But so you can look and you can see how far you're going in your progress by setting up these different steps and checking them off as you go along. Okay, you want to go on a trip. Maybe the first thing you have to do, maybe you have to save the money. So you have to look at your budget and see how much you can put aside. Decide where you want to go and all that kind of stuff. Research where you're going, hotels, food, what it's going to cost you, and you start planning for that. And as you check them off on your list, then you know how far you've achieved in going in your plan. Now, you have to keep in mind as you make these plans and you build your steps to get to your end goal, is that they're realistic. It doesn't make any sense to set a goal for yourself that is not realistic given your budget, your time. Well, right up front, you have to be committed. But commitment doesn't mean you throw yourself in at the deep end and then you start flailing and going under and you give up. No, you set realistic goals. Now, you don't set yourself easy goals, because if it's easy, you'd have done it, right? So set yourself goals that challenge you, but not goals that overwhelm you. So you have to be realistic and know that this is an achievable goal for you. At this stage of your life, you can do it. You can do it with a little push, not enough to get you in a fluster and you can't manage and you give up, you get discontented and I can't handle it. No, you set yourself goals that you know that you can achieve and it's within your ability. If you need friends, get yourself friends around you who will help you. And not all negative comments are necessarily against you. You have to test the spirit at which the comments are given. But if you need friends around you, if you want to share your goal with somebody who can speak to you and encourage you, like, girl, weren't you supposed to go to the gym last night? Why weren't you at the gym last night? Okay? That type of thing, it's rehearsing and helping you to push forward in your goals. So make sure that whatever goals you set, they are achievable and it's good for you. You know that you can do it without being overwhelmed. And there's nothing wrong in backing up and say, maybe I bit off more than I can chew, and decide that, okay, let me pare this back a little bit. Let me review and recheck what I'm doing. Maybe I need to back up a little bit, because, okay, maybe you want to take a trip to Europe. And when you check all the costs and everything, given your circumstances, maybe you can't do that right now. Doesn't mean you can't take a trip. You can take a trip somewhere else. Maybe push that trip maybe another 6 months out. Okay? So make sure it's achievable. Make sure it's attainable. You're not overwhelming yourself, and have people around you who will encourage you and push you. Not people that will pull you down and feed you negative thoughts, constant negative thought. No, baby, cut them off and move on. Okay? Last but not least, after you've planned, you've written down your goals, you've given them body, you've given them, like, you want to lose weight, by what time, you want to travel by what time, where you want to go, all that. You put specificity to your goals. You've planned them, you've checked, you did all the steps. You go back and you recheck and you review and review. Set yourself times to review. Put them on your phone, like every 3 months. Program in your phone that it gives you a reminder that you need to go back and check your goals. Get yourself a planner. Get yourself a planner or something and write it down. If you're that type of person that like planners, I personally love my phone for reviews and stuff like that, because I just like that ping sound. It helps me to get myself together and look. and see that I can go back to my planner and look and say, okay, I did this, I did that, I did this. And I'll know where I am at any time. Okay, so set those review times throughout the year, whatever is realistic for what you're doing. But you must, part of the thing about making your goal specific is that you know when you have arrived. Okay, if it's losing weight and say you want to lose 10 pounds by June 30th, if June 30th comes and you haven't lost that 10 pounds, you know you have not arrived, right? If you've gained weight, you have not arrived. Okay? If you've lost weight and you know that you have arrived. Now, because you didn't make it by June 30th, it doesn't mean the game is lost. It just means that you need to regroup, review, and revise. Okay? And look at stuff that happened, maybe obstacles happen, maybe sickness happened, maybe there's some stress in the home, in the family, at work, and it threw you off. Doesn't mean that the game is over. It just means that you just need to regroup. Okay? So your goals, you got to make it specific. You have to plan it. It's got to be real, and you got to know when you arrive. Okay? I hope these short tips will help you to plan. I know it's a great help for me when I sit down and I plan my goals, and I know where I'm going. I know when I'm lagging behind. I know when I need to pick it up. And I hope that this video is a blessing to you. And if you have any questions or if you have any ideas you would like to share with anybody that's watching this video, please write it in the comments. Please share this so that other people can see it and they can be helped too. Okay? God bless and walk good into it.